Hey y'all, what's up, my beautiful peeps? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Gibson's 92, giving you guys the latest and exclusive content, a new music, entertainment news, and inspirational quotes for you truly. I am here. Alright, y'all, I know y'all been waiting, exciting news, brand new album review. FLO just released their brand new album, sophomore album, Therapy at the Club, recently Friday, August 7th. And FLO Lifers, you guys are in for a treat. I'm going to discuss my honest thoughts and opinions of this brand new project, and overall how I feel about the brand new album. I also feel like, pretty much, you know, them as a girl group, they're truly absolutely amazing. I am a fan of them. So with that being said, of course I had to do an album review, duh. So there are 16 tracks off of this Therapy at the Club album. I will discuss my favorite standout tracks and overall how I feel about the overall album Therapy at the Club. So you guys know the drill. Let's get on and popping as always, shall we? Alright, so number one, side effects. Number two, small doses. Number three, cry ugly. Number four, leak it. Number five, touche. Number six, I can't be high around you anymore. Number seven, sober. Number eight, therapy at the club. Number nine, remedied. Number 10, pose featuring Juicy J. Number 11, call me. Number 12, sex and peace featuring KWN. Number 13, floating. Number 14, missing you, missing me. Number 15, don't break her heart. Number 16, Halo Booth. My standout tracks that I love absolutely off this album are Side Effects, Small Doses, Cry Ugly, Leak It, I Can't Be High Around You Anymore, Sober, Therapy at the Club, Remedied, Call Me, and Don't Break Her Heart. Now, how do I feel about Therapy at the Club overall? It's really an amazing body of work. Really, I've listened to it pretty much like twice in a row. What I love about this album, this direction sonically is really more R&B, and it meshed with pop and dance and rhythm and blues. But you get to hear like R&B, pop, soul, hip hop, alternative, and electronic music. Now, I feel like cohesively, this album is a really great, solid, strong effort from FLO. You do hear chemistry on this album. Their vocals are amazing throughout the entire tracks. All the tracks are very good. Each have its own flavor. Very versatile. And there's no skips in my honest opinion because as I listen to, I got a really, really good deep dive of Therapy at the Club because this album is really more about girl empowerment, having fun, romance, love, heartbreak, just being situational awareness as well. But it does have its moments where there's a thrill, there's the excitement. There are really great moments on this album where these records, they don't sound the same at all. They very, very like, they give more of a really good punch, more of like a bold statement. The harmonies on these records are really good. The melodies, very melodic. And I'll talk about some records, like even the favorite standout tracks records that really pulled me in because I was like, really, really, like I enjoyed this album for what it is, period. So when I listened to Side Effects, this song itself is like the first song that starts off as a kickoff from the album itself. It's really, really amazing. It's good. It's like it has like more of like that really R&B soul, very like alternative, but it kind of got like a little bit like that jazz funk to it. I mean, it's really like high energy, but it's kind of like a mid-tempo, high-tempo kind of record. Very good, very like instrumentation, and just gives more like that electric guitar. You get to hear the different elements of R&B, soul, funk, and electronic music, and it has that jazz and hip hop feel to it. It's really good. I was really like impressed how it started off because I know with like albums is like a track that like hits off like the first track like whoa. So I really love that album. I mean, not the album, the song itself, Side Effects. Small doses follows up with Side Effects. That same like vibe, it's very like R&B, soul, pop, electronica, more of an alternative sound to it. It just more like that mid tempo, and it does have more like that really like very fluid, like like kind of like a cohesive flow to it. Very, very good. It's very nice R&B. Has a really sultry side effect to it, but it's really, really dope. I love it. Cry Ugly. I love Cry Ugly. I like that it has like that sound like the 2000s, really like a R&B contemporary traditional style of pop R&B music, but really the harmonies are really breathtaking on here because it's really emotional. It's kind of like a relationship kind of song, like that. It gives you chills down your spine. It gives you goosebumps. I like that it has more like that pop vibe to it, and it brings pretty much everything together. It's kind of like really like very like kind of gives me more of like kind of like a ballad in a way too, because it's more like a ballad pop R&B, and pretty much that's it. It's an amazing song. I love it. Leak It, another standout track. This song right here is pretty much a bold statement. Pretty much like more like that catchiness, edginess, mystiqueness, but it's just really like a breath of fresh air. It's more like that pop. It's more pop R&B, but it has more like that pop electronica, that retro vibe to it. Really like, and there's really like a infatuation of like the beat to it, because literally even the bridge of it, I mean, you can sing along to it, but it just packs that real like edginess to it of pop, R&B, and rock and roll, because I do hear rock and roll in it. It's amazing. Um, I Can't Be High Around You Anymore. This song really really good. One of my favorite standout tracks. More like R&B, soul, hip hop. The beat is really infectious. Has more like that rhythm of soul and R&B and hip hop, and it's amazing. Sober. I love Sober. I think Sober is one of those records where it is relatable. I was listening to it and I said, "Oh my God, it has like that R&B soul, and like Sober is kind of like like situational awareness, like alcoholism, and kind of a little bit of like little bits and pieces when you hear the lyrics to it. But the song itself is really good. It's very like Renee, Georgia, Stella. They really carry the song with so much of that harmony and the chemistry, and the really like put together like real off beats. It's amazing. Therapy at the Club. I love the song. Very like traditional style, laid back, more like the acoustic, but really into like R&B soul, and then you get to hear the melodies and the harmonies of flows, chemistry, but strong vocalists where they can sing on any song that's wherever it's mid tempo, slow jams, high tempo, but this song has more of a mid tempo effect to it. Very laid back, very melodic. Kind of give me a little bit like a 70s, 60s vibe, but it meshed with like today's modern sound. It's really good. I love it. Remedy. That's pretty much one of another song is a highlight of the whole entire album. Very upbeat, very danceable, very pop R&B. Makes you feel good, makes you want to dance, makes you want to have fun. It's not just a catchy song, but it gives me more of like that really upbeat kind of up tempo pop R&B dance, and R&B soul too. Because I was listening to it, I said, "Wow, very good." I love the melody, I love the harmony, I love the beat. It's very pretty much a good song to listen to. Call Me, another song, nice song. Really like the vibe of it. It's very R&B soul, pop alternative, that sexy, sultry vibe to it. And it gives me a little bit of that like really like R&B, more of a mellow like R&B, and like that alternative sound, but it has like this like moments where it's like it doesn't sound the same. It's really refreshed. It's really like it just gives you like that real like new direction lane of R&B alternative, but it just brings something really great. Um, Don't Break Her Heart, one of my favorite songs off this album. Pretty much more like that 80s, 90s vibe, but even the melody, very lushful, very melodic, very like the beat is like melody of like a mid tempo and a ballad. So Georgia, Renee, Stella, they did a great job with this record because that record does have its moments where it's like, wow, like Don't Break Her Heart, it's really relatable. Girl empowerment, supporting your friend through like a messed up relationship, stuff like that. So it's really, really good. I mean, actually, when I was listening to it a lot, I mean, I was like, this is one of my favorite standout tracks too. I personally feel like this album pretty much is really, really amazing for what it is. And even tracks that I didn't cover, they are all great too. Like Touche, more same thing, R&B, pop, 70s vibe mixed with that like really like soul, R&B and dance. Pose, really, really good. More of like that bold kind of music, R&B, soul, pop, retro kind of dance music. Very confident, sassy, and spirits. Girl empowerment, and just have a spin of just having that edginess to it. Love it. Um, Pretty much, um, that is pretty much a great album for what it is for therapy at the club. I actually would say Hater Booth, the last song, and I'll talk about the last song, Hater Booth, to close out the whole entire album. I like it. I love that it has like that like 80s 90s feel, but more like that 80s, kind of like that really like R&B 80s retro vibe, but it has that like really like feel good to it. Um, I think that literally with the whole entire album itself, these records are really, really good. How do I feel about overall? I mean, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. I literally feel like this is a really great album for FLO, for their sophomore project. I feel like this album, they took their time with it. There are songs that people can listen to. I really love the direction they did this, sonically, because I feel like they literally took their time with this one. I mean, the instrumentation, you can hear the instrumentation. There's no auto tune. Their vocals are very, very like amazing. Naturally, pretty much good vocals list, and just they pretty much bringing back like music. Just more of a like their approach of like how girl groups are and period. So they did a great job with this album. And I love the art cover. I love the blue theme of it. There be at the club, being in the club, and stuff. The adventures, just like the spontaneous, the nostalgia, girl power, empowerment, just having that sassiness, fears with edginess, and also just doing them. And I really love therapy at the club. FLO lifers, FLO fans, share your thoughts and your opinions of FLO's new brand new album, Therapy at the Club. What are your favorite standout tracks? I'll let you girl know down below. So stay tuned. Next episode gets us 92. Like, share, comment, subscribe down below. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. As always, stay tuned. Next episode gets us 92. I love y'all, my beautiful peeps. See y'all next time.